Run away, you say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious.
Great morning! Let's go!
I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Great morning! It's Wednesday! Let's go, let's go!
Another round of bullets, it's my spirit. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shit in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. That's what we do. Won't let them break me down. I know that there's a place for us. Oh, we're going in.
Great morning! Let's go! Let's go! It's Wednesday! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Yes. I'm gonna send a bird, gonna drown a man.
It's Wednesday.
This is Bruce. This is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Great, amazing morning to everybody that is here. Before we get started, I want to know, where are you from? Where are all of you guys from? I want you to type in what city and state you guys are calling from, what city and state you guys are watching in from live. I want to know who's on this morning. Today is a new day. Today is a new day. Barbados, great morning. Barbados, Jacksonville, great morning. Chandra, Las Vegas, Detroit, blessed Wednesday, Reggie, great morning. Great morning, Chicago, London, great morning. Fort Lauderdale, Barbados, a lot of people from Barbados on this morning. Detroit, Barbados, wow. Thank you, Maryland. Fort Lauderdale, Miami 305 from Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Bridgetown, Barbados, wow, thank you. New York, Atlanta, Richmond, Virginia, Chicago, wow. Great morning, and I see Tennessee over here, great morning. Barbados again, St. Kitts, Jamaica, Toronto, New York, Queens. Great morning. That makes me feel really good. But today, I'm not in a really feel good kind of mood. And you know, I'm thankful that I listen to myself. And when I put this show together, I knew that it was going to impact a lot of people. I just didn't know how. I knew that I would be adding so much value now because I now understand what it means to add value. I knew that if I kept going, this show was going to continue to keep getting huge. It's going to keep continuing to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And one of the most impactful days is Tuesday, which we have Testimony Tuesdays, where people come in and we share our testimonies. And I want everybody to share this call because this is going to be a show like no other show today. I don't care how early it is where you are, you need to share this with at least 5 people. Just start sharing this call with at least 5 people. Because I know what's going to happen. People are going to start getting on later on, and they're going to miss something. On yesterday, I spoke to y'all for a minute, and I kept saying, I know that there's somebody out there that is going through something. And I remember specifically, I gave a count of the number of people that were on the call, and I said, as many as people I see that is on this call, I know deep down in my mind and in my heart that the majority of everybody that's on the call is going through something. Now, maybe some of the people didn't go and press the button because they had already spoken before. They had already spoken and gave their testimony before, and they just like, well, I'm just tired of getting burned out. And it's good because I wanted to hear somebody new. I wanted to speak to somebody else and to hear their story. But right after the show, I got a message from a young lady to where I can't even remember exactly where the place was when I opened the message. I honestly thought that she was about to tell me, because I get a lot of people that DM me and then they say, can you send me some money? And as I began to read her message and go down, she was thanking me for the show that I did on yesterday. But she also wanted to say that she was one of the people that I was talking to when I was saying, if you have a testimony that you need to get on and share, but she was afraid to share. And Monique, if you on, can you go ahead and click the live button so I can already have it set? So once I add you on, great morning, Sheila. I see Sheila is on this morning. And when this young lady actually sent this message, I look now at the picture, and her eye was almost to the point to where she couldn't see. And I'm sure at this point she probably can't even see out of it. And she says, at the end, domestic violence is real. And I told her, I said, I want you to get on the show. I want you to get on the show. And she was like, well, Reggie, this is not an old picture. This picture is current, what I'm looking like. I said, I still want you to get on the show. I said, because when your eye go down, it's not going to be the same effect to those women that are watching this. It's not going to be the same effect. It's just going to look as if you had the black eye and this, that, and the third. Let them see you now. Because I got a feeling that you're going to be able to reach some people that you would have never been able to reach before. A lot of people are going to relate to this situation because you're not the only one that's experiencing this. You probably are about to get on today and help a lot of women to understand that if a man puts his hands on you like that, you should leave. There's no way that I would be staying in a relationship to where I'm being verbally abused, mentally abused, or physically abused. That is not love, sis. Fellas, if your girl is mentally abusing you, physically abusing you, emotionally abusing you, that is not love. And most of the time, people stay in these relationships out of convenience. People stay in these relationships because they don't want to be alone. I had a conversation, and I won't even share his business. I spoke to one of my friends for a very long time. And he said something that was so powerful to me. And I'm sure that there's a lot of men that feel like this too. He said that he's not happy in the relationship that he's in with his girl. But he's afraid to leave because he doesn't know how to manage himself. He doesn't know how to manage himself. His girlfriend is always the one that's looking at the credit. His girlfriend is always the one that's, doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. So now it's like, and I said to myself, I said to myself, is she playing the role of a girlfriend or is she playing the role of a mother? And how many people can relate to just being into a relationship out of convenience? You're hurting, you want to leave. You're not happy, you still staying. You forcing yourself to be somewhere where you know you do not really want to be. This person is hitting on you. This person is cheating on you. This person is doing all of the above to you. And sometimes you look in the mirror and you ask yourself, or are you telling yourself that you're not worth it? You don't feel worth it? You don't feel like you deserve better? And then you get on my show and then you hear me speak and then you say to yourself, oh, he thinks that he's all of that. No. You're supposed to think that you all of that too. And 9 times out of 10, if you're in a relationship and somebody is beating your ass, you are blocking out the good man. If somebody is in a relationship verbally abusing you, you are blocking out the good man. You won't even let them get in because you're accepting that. So I'm not gonna even talk too much. I'm gonna bring the young lady on and we're gonna hear it all from her. So let me go ahead and bring her on. We're waiting on you, Monique. Just go ahead and accept it. We're waiting on you, Monique. Just go ahead and accept it. Okay, hold on 1 second. Tell me if you see it. There you are. Great morning.
For a second, I had my glasses on, and I said, let me take my glasses off. I really didn't want to come on Reggie looking like this, I'm going to be honest with you.
Tell us what's going on and what happened. Wait a minute. So this is your husband?
Yes, my husband.
Oh wow, I thought it was your boyfriend.
I've never, I'll be 36 this year, this June. I'll be 36. I've never in my life, never in my life, ever looked like this, ever had this happen to me, ever. It hurts me so much. Because anybody that know me and know what type of woman I am, know I would never allow this, never allow it. And there's so many women out there that I see, and I tell myself, damn, what's wrong with her? I see these women all the time. I say, what the hell was wrong with her? I would never let a nigga do that to me. Never. I kill a nigga. I was always telling you, never let nobody put their hands on you, ever.
Right. Take your time.
I feel weak. Don't get me wrong, I feel weak because I didn't retaliate. I feel like I've allowed it because it took what I want. Everybody to do this for me to really see that this ain't for me and can't do it. It shouldn't take this for a person to see that their relationship is toxic. It shouldn't take that. This is years. This is not something that just came out the blue. Everybody that's in this relationship, emotional, doesn't matter if it's emotional, physical, it doesn't matter. It doesn't just come out the blue. It brews over time. And we recognize signs, and us as women, men do it too, but really women, we tend to take a step back and, oh, don't worry about it, we're going to fix them. We always try to fix them. And that was my mission. Instead of fixing myself, I was so in tune to fixing him, trying to get him to grow, and trying to, literally, I feel now that I know myself, I was forcing him to grow with me.
Wow. Wow.
I've been working out. I did let myself go. I did. And for
Wow. Let me ask you a question. Is this the first time he's hit you?
like this, deliberately, yeah.
Like this?
Like this. Like as far as
No. You hear what you said? No.
yeah. Don't trust me. No,
You
trust me.
you hear that? Like this? Like this?
It's not the first time. Like this.
Why did you allow the first time to pass?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I never feared him. I've never feared him. I've always felt if it all boils down to it, I can really kick this man's ass. I have to. I done been to court. A lot of people may say, why she didn't report it? Why she didn't call the police? The reason why I've been through this before, this wasn't to this extent.
With him or somebody else?
2013, we got the little scruff.
Okay.
And he hit me, but it was like a push, more like a scruff. You know, like scruffing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I had a couple of bruises on my face, so I called the police. The police came. My kids were there. By the kids being there, DCFS got called. So I had an open case, and it went on for years. They were really trying to take my kids.
Wow.
He left before the police got there, and we were separated for at least about 8 months. No contact. He didn't come see the kids. None of that. Time goes on. I moved from California to Vermont with my mom. Still, I had nowhere to go. He cheat. This is what he does. This is what I mean by you see patterns. We just let it go over our head because we're too much in our feelings. Are we worried about our kids? Are we worried about contingency or that extra check coming in. So that's what kept me there, because I'm like, I've never been the type of woman to throw. I'm a single mom. Take care of my kids by myself. All this stuff is going through my head. I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to pay the rent. Rent coming up.
Fear.
At this time, I was only getting AFDC. I was getting around, I think it was like 608 or something like that. And remember, in California, that ain't nothing. I barely cover your bills.
Right.
These were, I'm staying at home. So I know. Give you the manual so you know how to deal with me. So there's no damn excuse. I tell this man, I literally just told this man, I felt it. say what he is. I can only play what I am.
Mm-hmm.
But for a person to be with a woman or a man that's trying to uplift you when you push it away, something's wrong. So, like I said, I was trying to get him up. He gets up with an attitude. Like, oh, here we go. One thing I don't play with, don't disrespect me and don't mess around. Especially before I'm about to meditate. That right there will slip me out. Don't do it. My kids are 13, 10, and 7. They know. Don't make no noise when I'm in there about to meditate. Once you hear that phone, you feel ain't no noise. They kids and they know. They kids and they give me that respect. They know. If you don't hear mama clapping, you ain't done. So don't go in there saying that. Don't ask. They know this.
Right.
Don't ask me. He gets up, gets mad at you. So me, I'm already on the fence. Because I'm like, enough is enough. Just the other day, I'm in there working out with Hennessy. You don't do that either. He dibbling, he in and out, Now, so if you're not aligned with me, that's another issue. I'm in there working out. He in there cooking bacon and shit. I can't breathe, ain't no ventilation. If you was in here working out with me, you wouldn't be doing that. If you was up in line with me, you would already be ready. I'm looking for that man. He's 3 years older than me. But I feel like I'm older than him. Always. I've always felt like that. I've always known I was more mature than him. So I've been trying to make him grow. Grow. You gotta grow. We got kids. Our kids are looking at us. I have one son. He has two. His oldest son is 21. I don't know the last time he seen his. I don't know. I don't want that for my son. I don't want that for nobody. That's not right. For a man to be okay with that, is something wrong. There's something very wrong. I had to beg him. I begged him not to call police. I begged him. And the only reason why is I don't know my wife to take my kids. I'm not taking my kids. He said I attacked him. This was after the fact that he already did what he did. When he picked up that phone, he said, I'm calling the police. You already know. We've been through this before. Do not call the police. Just get your shit to go. Get your stuff to go. I didn't touch none of your stuff. I gave him a card. We went half on the card. I gave him the key. I said, here you go. So you can get your ass on. Ain't no excuse. Get your shit and get on. I will take my name off the card. Get on. A real man not gonna sit there and argue with no woman. He's gonna get his shit go. Excuse me.
No. You could curse.
A real man, he's not gonna sit there and argue with no woman.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it. You gonna get your shit and you gonna get your own. I'll give it all. You really me, the how I am. I don't give a damn. If it's that heated, damn all this. I come back and get my stuff on everything. Calms down. I get a text like, you gotta get your shit out the car. Okay? I'm working out at this time, so I'm not breaking.
Wait a minute. You was working out with the black eye?
No, just remember, I'm already doing this.
Okay.
I meditated. I didn't let him break me. I didn't let him break me. That's I got up. I meditated. I worked out. This whole time, he just talking shit. Just walking back and forth talking shit. I'm like, you know what, Mo? Don't let him mess with you. Keep continuing to work out.
Okay.
I worked out a couple of times just to come in and make sure he wasn't touching my stuff because I heard him scruffing and stuff together.
Got you.
Shit didn't hit the fan until I got to the car to gather my stuff after I finished working out. Once I get to the car, I see he already got my stuff. He done touched my crystals. That right there just ripped. I'm like, hold the hell up now. Don't touch my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch my shit. I didn't touch none of your stuff.
Right.
I'm giving you your extent. See, he's used to the old Mo. That's the thing. He's used to the old Mo. Old Mo will come like, no ass. I ain't got time for that. What is that going to do for me? What is that going to do for me? Now that I think about that, and now that I see I calm down, the more anger he has. The more I'm like, what's wrong with you? Calm down. I'm not disrespecting you, so don't disrespect me. The anger he gets. It's like I literally see the devil in this man. I seen the devil in this man. And I tell him, with you? You need to leave. Let me get my stuff back. It's like, oh no, bitch, you the enemy. I don't give a fuck, bitch. You the enemy today, bitch. We can go at it today. Like some dude on the street. And that's another. For years, he's always said that. He's always challenged me. Like, I'm a guy. Why do you want to fight me? It's like, I don't know if I intimidate him. I think I do. I really, because for me, I'm not your average woman as far as when it comes to strength. Because I had to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally from California, I'm from Watts. So you can't be walking around there being no gas female. Just can't. Or you go. It's not going to turn out too good for you. Just know that much. So I always felt like if I'm strong, if I want to protect myself, I don't need no man to protect me. That's how I always felt. I've always looked back. Now don't get me wrong when I say this. Certain women I feel like are weak. That's how I feel. Sorry to say, I feel like I became my mom, for example, I look at her as she's weak. I've never wanted that for myself. My mom is the example of a woman being with a man just so she won't be alone. It's just because she got kids. My mom has 9 kids by my dad. Been with my dad since she was 14, maybe. I've seen that. I never wanted that for myself. Never. Me and my mom, my dad, we don't know contact. Technically I have no family. I have nobody. I let everybody know. My family only consists of pimps, drug dealers, hoes, and gangbangers. That's all they about. So I had to release myself from it. And the part that hurts me the most is the last time I seen my dad. He low-key did the same thing that my husband just did. Yeah. Me and him got into an altercation over my son. I don't know at the time, I don't know if he was on drugs or not. I don't know where his headspace was. But my dad, we got in an argument. He hit me in the back of my head in front of my husband. He went past my husband to hit me in the back of my head. This is my father, okay? My father.
And what'd your husband do?
He didn't do this shit. He didn't do this.
Wow.
Goes out the room, talking to my dad. My dad drills on me. Boom, 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 in my face. I said, damn, I must got some powerful ass words. For you to drill on your daughter like that. So after he seen that, yeah, they started in a little. He got him off me, but it wasn't to this extent. You do this to your wife, but you see a grown ass man, her father, hit on her, and you didn't. And you didn't really do shit. I could have did more than him, but I didn't. I was in shock too. This is my father. I've never been in an abusive relationship. Never. Because once a guy showed me, I'm out. If anybody, it's so embarrassing because how I am as a woman. Anybody that knows me, their first thought when they see this is like, damn, is that nigga dead? Seriously. That would be their first like, damn, that nigga dead, only going to jail. Because everybody know I don't play that disrespect, especially putting your hands on me. And all he can say is, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
Is that what he said about your eye now?
Yeah.
So you
Text-wise.
so you still talking to him?
No call, because I'm not having no. I literally joke. I try not to even look at my phone because that's another thing. When you go back and forth and you feed into it, you find yourself back in your emotions and in your feelings.
So why haven't you blocked him? Why haven't you blocked him?
Only reason why I haven't blocked him because of his kids. That's the only reason why. I don't have
Is that an excuse?
Yeah, I was gonna block.
Is that an excuse? Is that an excuse?
You know what? I asked myself that. I did ask myself that. An excuse.
It is.
At first, I did feel like that, but I thought about it. I want receipts of everything he says to me.
You don't
So
need
I
that.
just build up. Just let it just build up. So it's the reminder to me. I'm using it as look at it, Mo. Look at that. It's not changing. He's saying the same thing he said to me 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Look at that. Why are you dealing with this? This is why I'm keeping it. Usually, I'll go back and I'll have to speak my mind. Sit this long ass narrative. There's no need. You know what it is. He know what it is. You know how I feel. There's no need to keep telling a person how to love you. You don't have to keep telling a person how to love you. You just don't. If they don't hear you the first time, get on.
I wrote down some stuff, Monique.
What you allow them to do.
Yeah, I wrote down some stuff, and I want to just tap into it because I know we could be talking and then we can run out of time, and I just want to make sure with listening to your story, I heard a lot of things and I wrote down some things. The one thing that I heard you say was that you was feeling as if you wanted to retaliate. The biggest retaliation that you can do is not hurting or harming him, but making him feel you leave, the presence of you gone forever. Because without you blocking him, you haven't took your peace back. You haven't taken your peace back. You have to really say to yourself, are you comfortable with looking like that? Or are you going to teach him a lesson? And the lesson has to be that you're walking away from that. And the reason that you have not blocked him is because one, y'all been together for a long time. Two, you probably don't want to go through that situation to where you feeling like as if you have to start all over again. Three, on top of that, now you're hoping and wishing and praying that he's probably going to change and he's calling and saying he's sorry and this, that, and the third. And now you start to get confused all over again. And then now you get back with him. And then now he's doing the same thing over and over in the next 5 to 6 years. Obviously, he isn't trying to grow with you because you done moved on to a whole nother level. You meditating, you working out, he's sleeping. He's comfortable. He's in his comfortability. And see, the thing is that he probably is doing all of that because he know you ain't going nowhere. Rather, if it been him hitting on you, I'm sure there's been a lot of verbal stuff going on too. And with this verbal stuff that's been going on, that's what this has finally led to, a buildup. This has been a buildup. And now that it has built up, this is the result of it, for him putting his hands on you like that. In this situation, the first thing that I would do is I would add a buffer to this relationship. He definitely will be blocked from calling me with me looking like that. Definitely will be blocked. He will have to be talking to my mama or somebody else to talk to me about the kids. You got to find somebody else, or you got to find somebody else that's going to be able to talk to, because you're not talking to me. I'm going to let you see your kids. I'm going to let you talk to your kids. Huh? Oh, well, then that's even better. That's even better. You don't got to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me. They old enough to talk to and say, Mama, Daddy called. He said he want to pick us up. Okay, I'll drop y'all off to Mama house and that's it. And he come pick you up from over there. I don't even want to see him. He lost that privilege.
That's the thing, Rick. That's the thing right there, because I don't have anybody out here. He knows it.
You got us. That's what I got. I wrote that down too. Do you know after I posted you, there were so many people that DM'd me, so many people that left messages, and I have that right now here. You have a family, because I heard you say that, and that's another excuse, because you do have a family within us, Everybody that is here, all of these women that are here that have these different positions and jobs and all of this stuff, like, you got to stop making these excuses. That's one of the excuses that you've been telling yourself. I ain't got nobody else, so I'm going to stay with him, and I'm I don't know, because I don't know what I'm going to do. Find you another community of people. Even if you didn't have us, find you another space, because the space that you in is toxic. It's bad. It's over with. It's done. It's over with. There's a lot of people on here that have very great, amazing careers and jobs. One lady said that she was an advocate for abuse and said that she wanted to talk to you. I just saw Sheila write down and say that she in a group. She wants to talk to you. A lot of people want to talk to you. So at the same time, you got to stop making excuses and let the good stuff come in. Because there's no telling what you've been missing out on. Y'all ain't just start going through this stuff. And of course it's gonna hurt. But sometimes it has to hurt for you to move on. Because what's gonna happen? You're gonna either get hurt physically in the relationship, or what would you rather do? Go through the hurt of breaking up, being free, and then allowing what we learn about in meditation for the universe to now start to work for you. You probably don't even really want to be with him no more. So why the hell are you still there? This is what I'm talking about. This is the same. This is what I'm noticing about people, bro. Like, honestly, it's like, you know that you're not happy in a relationship. Why are the fuck you still there? Because you don't want to be lonely. You don't want to lay down in the bed by yourself. Because what is it? Tell me.
Don't care about being by myself. I don't want to go back to where I just left from.
How you gonna go back? You meditated.
No, I mean, as far as this is the excuse. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know it's an excuse, and I'm glad you admitting it.
I don't have my back, and I feel like this is what I've been telling.
We can't hear you.
I've been telling myself, like, damn, what are you gonna do? That's like the place. We're married. Okay? Out here, like most places, you have to make 2.5 times, 3 times rent. If it wasn't for him coming in with me, I wouldn't have got approved by myself.
Excuse.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going in an excuse. It's an excuse, Mo. That's an excuse. And I'm gonna tell you why. You're thinking that. You're thinking that. Watch this. You're thinking that, and then that allows you to do less of the hard work that you should be doing to build. Because now you in your mind and you saying, I'm going to have him on the side of me, and we're going to be approved, so therefore we can get this, because his income and my income is going to match together. Do more work and outwork his income. And then you don't need to have to worry about that approval. Don't take no shortcuts. You got to do it yourself. Because right now, on the little side of things, it's almost like you dependent on a man. But you the pro-black woman that's saying that you ain't dependent on no man. So that's an excuse. Trust me, you got to stop making those excuses. You got Trina on saying, leave him now. Like, everybody is on watching, and you are the voice of a woman right now. You can't look like no punk. You can't be no punk. You letting this man tell you this and telling you that, and then come put his hands on you like that? No, he needs to learn a lesson, because guess what happens? He ain't gonna never hit another woman again if you leave him.
And see, that's my thing. Even though I didn't call the police, it's something that I told myself, like, I have to find a way. How can I really make him pay for this? Because you cannot think because he don't have a record. He never been in jail. And I always tell people, just because a person ain't got no record, they ass ain't just ain't got harm.
Right. Of course. Of course.
He's just sorry because you can see. If you weren't able to see, it wouldn't be so sorry. You can see, like, damn, if somebody see her face, they know I did that. My kids looking at her, they know I did that. That's the only reason why he's sorry.
Yeah, and I know Trina is pissed off right now. Because Trina don't play that shit. And it's like you sitting making these excuses. You got a black eye right now. And you just had the nerve to tell us that he ain't blocked. He's supposed to have been blocked. Do you know that is child abuse, that your kids got to see you like that? That's child abuse. For every time that your children look at you, they know that their daddy did that to you. That's psychologically fucking with them. And guess what? With you staying with them, they're going to think that it's okay. Your daughter's going to think that that's okay. Because mama did it. Mama stayed with him after he hit her. Or they're going to say, my mama left his ass. And I'm leaving your ass too. Because guess what? They may experience the same thing. You better wake up. You got to wake up. That told the whole story when we found out that he ain't blocked. No. And then it told me the story too. Now he texting and he's saying, I'm sorry. Oh, you would definitely be sorry. You got to walk away. You got to hurt when you walk away. You're going to feel some pain, but you're going to recognize and see how strong you really are. Hold on, somebody wants to go live with you. Trina, you want to go live?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, King. Hi, my queen. My name is Ofolo. I'm in London right now, and I've been here to your story since yesterday. And I just came alive just to what? Because I've been crying with all of you. Because I've been through to this. All right? And I had to put a stop for the sake of my children. Sister, my queen, I'm begging you right now. Please leave before it's too late.
Wow.
You might be thinking, oh, I have to stay here for the sake of my children. How your children is going to be if they lose their mother? How is your kids, they're going to survive? I had a friend of mine, she died. When I was telling her, I was having the same conversation with her, the same way I'm having with you. And I was telling her, go. And she said, but I love him. I said, listen, we love everybody, but we live. You just said it. You're not speaking to your family. What made you speak to this man? Your mom gave you life. And you're not talking to her. And you're talking to this man. Please, sister, don't do this to you. I'm begging you right now. Don't do this to you. This is the first time in my life I'm coming live to any show that I hear a woman talking about abuse. I always be scared to talk about abuse in a relationship. I lived this twice. And always I had to put my kids first before me. And when I started, it was the same. Oh, I can't do this for the sake of my children. One day, I sat down and I remember me seeing my dad beating my mom.
Wow.
And I was pained when I said to myself, I will never live this way. Never in my life. I won't let the men touch guy is going to kill me if I don't leave. He'll kill me. I don't care how much it's going to hurt me. But I have to go. I have to go. And he didn't hunt me. Everywhere I would go, every house I would live, he was there. He was in my dreams. He was in my life. He would go to my workplace. Everywhere. I said, I'm not going to stop fighting until the end. I'll cut my phone, I change my phone numbers, and he's still there. He'll find my number, he'll call me. Any time of the day. He come and fight my, like, a new relationships. I had to make peace with my family. I said, I moved to London. I'm original from Angola. I moved to London. I wasn't talking to my sisters. I had to make peace with my family. I said I have a family, and I need to show this man that I have a family. You see, when this one is talking to they know. They take you away from your family.
The baby even telling you to leave. The baby even saying leave.
Yes. And they keep saying, oh, if you leave, you're nothing. Listen, my friend, you are the one who are nothing without me. That's why you're keeping me here. I want you to go. I want you next time when you come live again, you tell the judge that you are free from this guy. You are done. That's how I'm asking you. I'm begging you. Because whatever you're doing right now, you won't be able to achieve. You won't be able to achieve with this evil behind you. For you to achieve anything you want, you need to go. Please, I've been listening to this conversation and I've been going like, do I go live? Do I not? Do I go live? I've been kind of like holding myself. I go to the point I said I cannot hold this anymore. I need you to go. And I want you to come back here and say that we are the queens, that we are victory, that we need to save our young ladies because there are other young ladies behind us going through the same thing. And we see what we're going through, how they're gonna escape this. If we still there, oh, I can't do this, because what people are going to say, what my family is going to say, oh, I can't listen. I was working, I stopped working. I live on a state benefit. I said this one is gonna be for short time. Now I'm working with the TNC. I just started. But I'm doing it. Now I have a new partner that we got the new baby, and I'm telling you, he is amazing.
Wow.
He is amazing. And when I wake up, I say, God, thank you for the amazing husband that you gave it to me.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm here telling the story to every woman that is here on this life. And also there are men that be suffering abuse as well.
Yes.
Don't say about women, men too.
Yes.
If there isn't men who suffer abuse, please, I'm begging you. We are all human. We all have a heart. We feel pain. And we have to go. We have to go. Mr. Rich, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much for you coming on today. I appreciate you. Bye-bye. Wow. But listen, let me tell you this. And this is how we're gonna end this. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that want to talk to you, Mo. They can DM you, they have your information, but don't take our word for it. Don't let us force you to leave. We just trying to give it, we just trying to, no, listen, just listen. We're just trying to guide you in the right direction. Because sometimes when we're in the middle of something, we can't see what is really going on. When we're inside of the TV, we watching the TV. You the actor in the movie. So you can't see it because you probably feel like you could readjust it. You could turn it around. He's going to change. You're trying to predict the future. And we telling you that the future has already been broken down. Don't take our word for it. If you want to stay for a little bit more abuse, stay for a little bit more abuse. Stay for a little bit more. Let the kids see you. Let the kids see you with 2 more black eyes. Let the kids start making their decisions that it's okay. My mama used to get beat up. I can get beat up too. That's love. That's love. You know, people think that that's love. That ain't love. That's craziness. That's loneliness. That's sick. That's a sickness. That's a sickness. Mo, I know it took a lot for you to get on the show this morning.
I am not a stranger to the dark.
It's 4 o'clock where you at, going on 5 o'clock. And wow, we can't really see from that glow. Wow. Thank you for getting on this morning, sharing your story. Tomorrow we'll be back again. And if you got a story that you want to share, I still say that every day is a testimony Tuesday. I want y'all to understand that we are a family here. We don't judge nobody here for whatever it is that you're going through. We're a community, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people that's going to send you some DMs that want to help you. Rather be if it's with counseling, rather be if it's with some living support. If you need that, you got to figure this out. Thank you for getting on today. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Wow. Another amazing day today. Verbal abuse is not love. Physical abuse is not love. Love is not pain. Love is kind. Let's get ready for Coach Stormy. Meditation. We're going to ring the bell. And then I'll be back at 10 a.m. for Call Them Back. We're going to call some people back and get some real live stories to why they're not doing the business, helping them to get back started. And then I'll be back at 5 p.m. with me and Successful Marquita. As we do the drive at 5, keeping you out of traffic, but also keeping you out of debt. Man, I gotta drop some tears, y'all, but I'm not about to do it right now. But listen, you are teaching people how to treat you. Remember that. If you don't remember nothing else, you teach people how to treat you. Peace.
Words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send a bird, gonna drown mine. This is brave, this is bruised, this is